So if you've ever wondered to yourself what was the character of Robin Buckley up to before she was introduced into the main storyline of Stranger Things back in season 3, well, I have those answers for you in this video, and this information is all coming from the Stranger Things comic book anthology series Tales from Hawkins, issue number 3. So this story that we're going to be delving into with Robin Buckley takes place roughly around a year before we first met her back in Stranger Things Season 3's premiere, where she was a co-worker of Steve Harrington's at the Scoops Ahoy ice cream parlor at the Starcourt Mall. And in this story, Robin Buckley has not been introduced into the craziness of the world of the Upside Down yet. No Demodogs, no Demogorgon, none of the main crew here except for Steve Harrington, and we'll get into that just right now. So essentially, what Robin Buckley is up to is that she's an ordinary high school girl. She's working on a school project, and she's been taking on the role of a director to get the attention of her high school crush, Tammy Thompson, who of course we know Robin had a massive crush on, as she explained to Steve Harrington in the bathroom stalls of the Starcourt Mall.
Tammy Thompson. I wanted her to look at me.
Tammy Thompson's a girl.
Steve.
Yeah? Oh.
Oh.
So as we can see here, Robin Buckley is acting as the reluctant director to her film club, and she's trying to produce a short film and direct it, and it's not going all that well. Of course, it's very amateur, which can be expected of high school students. And really what Robin is coming to find out is that, yeah, she's kind of just sort of getting through this thing, and really what she's mostly after is, again, to get the attention of Tammy Thompson, her crush, and to get to spend some more time with her and to hopefully have Tammy Thompson acknowledge her. But the issues that Robin seems to be coming into here is that when she's not actually in the process of filmmaking and she's back into her ordinary high school life, she finds herself sort of as this outsider who's always feels like she's looking into other people's lives, and she can feel like she's never really a part of it. And that's something that we've always sort of seen from the character of Robin, where she's this very anxious, teenage girl who is, struggling to find her place in the world, and struggling to, express her feelings in a way. And I think that, the characters, as we can see here with, trying to direct a short film, is trying to find a way to express her inner feelings, not just for herself, but again to someone else that she is admiring from afar. In this case, it is Tammy Thompson, as we can see in this screenshot here, where we see that Steve Harrington is one of her classmates, and something that it's very funny is we get to see her interactions with Steve and how she views him, and how Steve is still in his sort of bully arc, and he's sort of being a jerk to just random kids, and instead of someone worrying about Steve Harrington tripping someone else, Tammy Thompson's more concerned with how Steve Harrington's foot is doing after he just tripped somebody. And Robin is sort of having this inner monologue that I really, really love, where she's saying basically, why are you looking at Steve? Why can't you look at me? And this harps back to, again, the conversation that Robin has with Steve in the bathroom stall at the Starcourt Mall, where she's essentially explained to him this story where, she would always look and admire Tammy Thompson from afar, but instead Tammy Thompson would never look back at her. She was too busy oogling and ogling over Steve the Hair Harrington.
But she couldn't pull her eyes away from you and your stupid hair. And I didn't understand, because you would get bagel crumbs all over the floor. And you asked dumb questions, and you were a douchebag. And you didn't even like her, and I would go home and just scream into my pillow.
And something else that I really admired from this too, which I'm not showing here because I don't want to show too many images from the comic, but there's a nice moment where Robin is explaining to Tammy, because she's finding out that Tammy is taking this role of acting and being an actor very seriously. And Tammy's asking, hey, what's the motivation for the character that I'm playing here? And Robin essentially is having a hard time explaining it to her, because she never really thought of a character arc for Tammy Thompson's character. Really, again, she was just doing this to get her attention. But Robin ultimately decides to find the inner feelings that she has within herself, and essentially explains to Tammy Thompson not only the character, but how she also feels herself, about how she's wanting to escape and not knowing how life is living in a small town, and always feeling like she's wearing a mask and not being able to be the actual you, and feeling trapped in, the mask that you hide behind. And essentially, that's exactly what Robin Buckley's character arc is dealing with herself, where again, she is a closeted gay character who is struggling to come to terms with her sexuality, and worrying about how small town America might take that and make her feel like more of an outsider. But Tammy Thompson hears her out, takes that to heart for her character, and delivers a really good performance. And what Robin gets out of this the most is that someone not only listened to her, but someone that she has a crush on and looks up to in Tammy Thompson actually gave her the time of day to pay attention to her and actually hear her out, and really feel in that moment Robin feels like she's just been seen, and it means a lot to her. So for this, she gets a happy ending where she gets that one interaction with Tammy Thompson where she felt for a moment that she did have her attention. And of course, that's where the story ends and the issue ends, as we can see here. 1 year later, again, coinciding with the beginning of Stranger Things Season 3, where we see that Robin Buckley has been working at the Scoops Ahoy. She's, serving a customer here, doing her ordinary thing. And then eventually the owner or the boss shows up and says, hey, you got a new coworker here, and it's Steve the Harrington. And of course, the rest is history. So again, just a nice little story here to, give some fans of Robin Buckley some, a little bit of extra story time with her, and just get to, get that nice little information about what she was up to before she was introduced into the crazy storyline that was Stranger Things Season 3, 4, and beyond. But anyways, if you enjoyed this video and want to stay up to date on more and want to see more videos like this where I cover more tales from Hawkins and more of the more of the lesser known stories from Stranger Things characters, please let me know in the comment section below, and I'd love to do more of these types of videos. But until next time, this has been Millennial Media, and I will see you all very soon.